Hello, everyone. It's I. Okay, yeah, my audio works. We're doing Star Trek tonight. You get... Oh, nope, I can't change tabs while it's loading. Alright, give me a second here. So, out of the two... Oh, wait, did I pause there? Okay, whatever. Out of the two villains that are well known in Trek, we have Khan, or the Borg. Guess which one we're dealing with tonight. Hold on, I will get the game up. I just gotta tab back to OBS here. Well, let me tab while the game's loading. Game appear. There we go. Alright. The continuing adventures of now Captain Maven. No longer a commander, we're Captain Maven. But tonight we're doing the Borg Advance storyline. It's not a long storyline. I might be able to do it all in one sitting tonight. I played through it recently one of my other characters, and it's actually not that long, so I think we should be able to do it tonight. I say that, and then something will happen and be like, oh. You overestimate your chances. And I think we'll be fine. So, good news. The patches last week did fix the issue with the ground gear getting switched around between map transfers. So, thank you, Cryptic. You fixed that. That is a good thing. I will give you credit there. Let's not have that bug again, okay? Let's not have that happen again. Alright. So, we're at Deep Space Nine. There's somebody we have to talk to here. So, I'm moving on to the station here. Hope everybody is well tonight. It is super hot where I am right now. I shouldn't talk while trying to drink. Damn it. This is what happens when I'm saying something, then I take a sip of water, and then the water goes down the wrong side of my throat. I didn't mean for that to happen. Ugh. But it's also very humid too, which is contributing to the massive levels of uncomfortableness today. I hope it doesn't get too hot in my room. Anyway, I do need to actually get the mission started here. They call it TFO, Task Force Operations, but I'm not actually doing a TFO. It's just... It is more like an introduction to TFOs. So, Admiral Devok. We need our best captains to work in teams on special task force operations. There are difficult missions that require a skilled team to work together. Come see me on Deep Space Nine, and I will give you more information about task force operations. We need the help of our most skilled commanders.
Do you have any questions?
Not at this time. I am a captain, not a commander now. His office is over here. I think we walked by him last time I did the tour of DS9. He is... where the green sign is, over here. Yep. Omega Force. The Cool Kids Club, apparently on DS9. You asked to see me.
Yes, I did. I was informed by Starfleet Command that you are eligible for inclusion into Military Assault Command Operations, otherwise known as MACO. We are the thin line that separates the Federation from ruination. It is our job to take on the most impossible tasks and make them possible. Special task forces aren't for everyone, but the rewards for those who can complete them are worth the effort. From what I hear, you and your ship are more than up to the task.
I think we are. And also, I have a Mako rifle, so I'm already kind of part way there.
Completing my missions won't be easy, but I and my officers will do all I can to help you. You will earn the finest weapons and armor that the Alpha Quadrant has to offer. You will be able to outfit your ship with equipment that will make you the envy of your fellow officers. Even special personnel or resources will be available to you. Good luck. You're going to need it.
By the way, that special equipment and weapons and personnel and stuff, that's part of the reputation system. I won't be having access to that until, I want to say level 50, I think. So I'm still a ways away from that.
Do you have any questions?
Sure. What is a task force operation and how do I join?
Task force operations are special missions designed for teams. Most TFOs require a team of 5 experienced captains. A few require more.
Yeah, this is just a TFO thing. That's this up here. We're not going to be messing with that too much during this playthrough because we're focusing on the story and the single player experience here. So I'm not really going to be messing with the multiplayer stuff too much here.
Do you have any questions?
What about Omega Force?
When the Borg reappeared, it became clear that this was a threat that would require a unified response to defeat. The Federation and the Klingon Empire were at war, but their disagreements would become meaningless if the Borg assimilated them both. I knew something had to be done. With the approval of Starfleet Command, I went to the Klingon High Council to request help fighting the Borg. They rejected me. But the Chancellor had the vision to see that I was not trying to end a war. I was trying to fight a more important one. With Starfleet's Makos and the help of the Honor Guard, we have a chance to stop the Borg before they reach our core worlds.
Yeah, so this dude's like all about fighting the Borg. He's basically almost like the head of a private military company. So, but he's all about fighting the Borg.
However, we needed a structure to coordinate the campaign against the Collective. One that isn't run by Starfleet or the Klingon Defense Force. Omega Force is that organization. Our only war is against the Collective, the Iconians, or anyone else who poses a danger to the Quadrant as a whole. I lead Omega Force. I report directly to the Klingon Chancellor and the President of the Federation. We coordinate with Starfleet and the KDF, but are controlled by neither. Together, we will save both our empires. Do you have any questions?
What is Mako? Tell me more about that.
Military Assault Command Operations is a group of high-ranking Starfleet officers detached for special tasks to deal with major threats to the Federation. The Borg, the Undine, perhaps the Iconians. Only time will tell. From what I understand, the first Mako were used by Earth in the days before the Federation, while there have always been assault troops attached to Starfleet, such as the officers who served with distinction on AR-558 during the Dominion War. For most of Starfleet's existence, the mission of exploration has taken precedence. Exploration is still Starfleet's primary function. We are here for when that exploration brings us into contact with a challenge that diplomacy cannot answer. Do you have any questions?
Tell me about the Honor Guard.
The Honor Guard are high-ranking KDF officers commissioned by the Chancellor to defend the Empire against the most dire of threats. The Borg, the Undine, perhaps the Iconians. Only time will tell. Every member of the Honor Guard is a hero of the Empire. These mighty warriors will stand against anything the universe has to offer and be undefeated. I am honored to fight at their side. Do you have any questions?
Nope. Okay. So yeah, that's it for him. He's kind of head of the... When you do the Task Force Omega reputation, he's kind of dude in charge of it, and he will... You get equipment and stuff. If you're Starfleet, you get access to the Mako gear for the reputation. If you're a Klingon, you get access to the Honor Guard gear. So this outfit he has on is actually the Honor Guard outfit. And I assume this is the Mako outfit on Commander Roxy here.
Hello. How can I help you today?
I want to improve my reputation with operational groups.
Complete task force operations to gain marks as a measure of distinction for your performance. You can use these marks to complete projects that will improve your reputation or allow access to special resources. Is there anything else you need?
How do I claim Omega Force equipment?
You can claim special gear from operational groups by completing an associated project. If you want to claim a special Omega Force weapon, for example, you'll need to file a project to claim that weapon with Omega Force. When you've committed sufficient time and resources, Omega Force will provide you with the weapon.
Yeah, so...
Is there anything else you need?
Yeah, just explaining how the reputation system works. Okay. So, that's done. Need to, do the next thing.
Borg have been located in the Beta Quadrant. A fleet has already begun massing. The Klingon Defense Force also has a fleet in the area, and we have agreed to share the system for the defense of the Alpha Quadrant. Report immediately to 4 of 10. She is a liberated Borg stationed on the USS Victory, who has been providing us with strategic information for the fight against the Collective. The transwarp conduit to Gamma Orionis is in the Beta Quadrant.
Okay. The text and what he's saying don't match up here, so I'm like... Okay. Well. Alright, so we need to... Report to Earth Space Dock. Alright, in this case I'm just going to transwarp to Earth Space Dock because it's kind of far away from here. That's back in the Beta Quadrant. We're in the wrong quadrant. Welcome home, boys. I mentioned before you can auto dock at Space Dock if you get too close to it. If you actually fly right into the doors, you'll auto dock. Because I tried to fly inside of here before, and it's just like it doesn't work. And that would limit me to thruster control here. Okay, so we automatically dock before we can even get in there. It'd be cool if I could go inside. But, you know, they won't let me do that. Alright. Our only ambassador is over here next to Quinn in his office here. Actually, this is where all the ambassadors hang out. Hang out over here. Hello, Captain. The Tal Shiar have gone too far. Their experience with Borg technologies not only put us at risk by provoking a hostile force, but also put all of us at risk for being assimilated if one of their scientists make even one mistake. You should do something about this. Captain, we can use your help on New Romulus. Not yet. Captain, thank you for talking to me. I am an ambassador for New Romulus, and we are in need of aid. However, I'm afraid that we can only use the aid of someone who is more experienced than you.
Priority contact on sensors.
Okay. I'm not experienced enough. Alright. Actually, let me see if Quinn can give me that one. That's one right here. Oh, apparently not. He does not have that mission. Oh, Nicholas Martin does. Okay. I need a capable ship and crew to check on reports of Borg activity in the Burgess system. The Gallant is more than up to the task, and I know you have previous experiences with the Collective. There's no better officer for this task. Stay alert. There have been reports of other ships in that region, including Tal Shiar vessels. The Burgess system is well out of Romulan space, but I'd like to know what their purpose is out there. Alright, so now an actual mission begins. And that was like half the story arc right there already. It was just talking to those three people. Alright. Warp speed. Alright, we're going way out of the way. All the way over here. Oh. Best possible speed, Helm. Take me there. Okay, while we're doing that, let's catch up on clicking clicking buttons.
Congratulations, Captain.
Let's see, I should... take some shield pin. If you'll let me actually click the button. R&D, I need to get any school to 15, so that means I'm just going to be focusing on beams for the time being, which is usually a pretty good place to start when you're doing R&D, because you can get the beam amplifier battery, I think at level 10 from this. And that's all I can do. Alright. Duty officer system. Alright, here we go. Alright. Clicking buttons. Yes, clicking buttons. Buttons. But oh, I have an announcement to make as well. Let me finish clicking buttons here. I just remembered something. Let me finish clicking buttons here first. Oh, there's more. Engineering. Yeah, we'll just stop coming to engineering projects. Keep everybody busy. Yeah, let's infiltrate the Orion Syndicate. We're going to be doing that a lot in the Chapter system. Those darn Orions. Alright, the announcement here. Let's see. So we had Chief Darrow before. Chief Darrow has been retired. We now have Chief New, as I like to call him. He's a Regilan. He has a visor. He has replaced Chief Darrow. Chief Darrow has decided to move on because apparently being on the Gaunt was too dangerous for her, so she decided to move on. So we
Once
got
thought to be an unstoppable force, the Borg were dealt a heavy blow by Catherine Janeway and the crew of the USS Voyager. But the Borg are nothing if not resilient. They retreated, waited, planned, and they adapted. These are not the nightmares of Wolf 359. They are faster, aggressive, relentless, remorseless. What the Borg cannot assimilate, they will destroy.
Thank you for that, Spock, for the interruption. Anyway, Chief New is our new ops officer. He replaced Darrow, that's all I came to say. Because Darrow was just a common bridge officer, which is, weirdly enough, I haven't seen a common bridge officer before. But the reason you want to kind of have better quality bridge officers is because they come with better traits. So Darrow didn't have any useful traits on her at all. I'm sorry, she didn't. Anyway, we're here.
This is Commander Talus of the Romulan Star Empire vessel RNA. We are under attack by Borg scout squadrons. This is a formal request for assistance from any ship receiving this message. Do not abandon us.
Well, I guess we'll assist, Commander. Alright, we got some Borg. Deal with them. Oh, cute. Wouldn't do that. But that's something I've learned about playing the Borg is you really gotta watch out for the explosions from the cubes.
My ship has been attacked and disabled by the Borg. My crew are being assimilated. The self-destruct is offline. I have retreated with my surviving officers to the main science lab. If you can hear this, I formally request assistance. If there is no one who can respond to this message, then may we die with honor.
We're on our way, Commander. I was saying, especially later on in the game, when you get to, like, in-game, you really gotta be super careful about the Borg cubes. It's not that they're really hard to deal with, it's that when they explode, they do so much damage to you. I have had so many ships get instantly killed because I was too close to a Borg cube and it exploded. They do, like, an instant, like... I think I've seen them do, like, 60,000 damage in an explosion sometimes. It's just... If you're not ready for it, they will absolutely obliterate your ship. It's not the cubes that are dangerous, it's the explosion afterwards that's dangerous. Especially when there's several of them at one time. So, anyway. Run away, Commander.
Thank you for coming to our assistance. Borg drones have beamed aboard the RNA and are attempting to assimilate my crew. Several of us have barricaded ourselves in the science lab. We need your assistance to prevent our ship from being assimilated and to save the rest of the crew.
Alright, stay put, we're on our way. Alright, so this is really our first real fight with the Borg, unlike the tutorial Borg were simpletons by comparison. So So these Borg are more like the real thing here.
The Borg have the ability to adapt to energy weapons. In order to use energy weapons effectively against them, equip yourself and your bridge officers with frequency remodulators. There is a supply of them not far from your current position.
Yes, understood. And that is the reason why these are the real Borg, because they can actually adapt to your weapons now. Which is
There should be enough remodulators in
very
that crate
annoying.
for your entire away team. If you ever need more, you should be able to replicate them easily enough.
Yes, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, okay, so we had to use these things, frequency remodulators. You have to have one of them on everybody. The Borg really aren't that hard to deal with on the ground, but this fact that you have to kind of keep remodulating your weapon makes them super annoying to fight. Because you can only get so many shots off on them, and then you have to stop what you're doing, remodulate your weapon, and then continue fighting. It creates this awkward pause in combat that's I don't really like. So anyway, we're set to go, and there's audio crackling. That's from the game. This is an area that does that. Also, the AI companions love to abuse the remodulator. Sometimes they'll just keep doing it constantly, and it gets so annoying. I only had to put up with that for here, so.
Borg have locked down the passage ahead. Use the console in sickbay to override the security protocols.
Alright. Yeah, surprisingly enough, they haven't adapted yet. I guess they adapt faster on the higher levels, maybe.
The Borg have disabled the force fields guarding the science lab. We managed to fend off the first wave, but we need your help. Get to the lab and stop the remaining drones.
Moving towards the lab now, Commander. But give me just a moment. I want to look at what you're doing here with these prisoners. What are you doing over here?
Thank you so much for saving us. The Tal Shiar were using us as test subjects in their experiments with Borg technology. Only a few of us survived their investigations. I know that they'll do anything to preserve their empire. And I've seen with my own eyes what they and the Ilachi did to the outlying colonies. But I didn't think they would be this cruel to their own people.
Don't worry, you're safe now. Just go to my ship. We'll get you some cheesecake. Isn't that right, Tervel? We have cheesecake on the ship. Your ship is like partially assimilated already. Yeah, I guess they're not adapting at this level. I mean, I'm fine with that, because that just makes it easier for me. I'm totally cool with that.
Borg drones incoming. Destroy them before they reach the research equipment.
Sticky crap. Get them all. We did.
Scanners show no further Borg presence aboard. Thank you for your aid, but I must ask you to return to your ship at once. Our research here is critical to the survival of the Romulan Star Empire, and I cannot share these secrets, even with our rescuers.
What exactly are you trying to hide? Well, since I'm here, I'll just poke around a little bit. Surely that'll be okay, right? Right? Uh-huh.
We are studying salvaged Borg devices. Bear in mind that this technology is now the sovereign property of the Romulan Star Empire.
Which one is the commander?
My engineers tell me that our engines are online. So your further presence aboard my ship is neither necessary nor desirable. For your own safety, I advise you to leave and to forget what you have seen here.
Commander Talos is actually not in this room. I was wondering about that, but no, she's actually not in here. Alright, we will be back to the ship then.
Long-range sensors show a Borg squadron approaching at speed. Essential repairs to our singularity drive are almost complete. If you can occupy the Borg and give us the time we need, I will overlook your intrusion on our classified research.
Well, you're not really that grateful, are you? You ever wonder if maybe because you had Borg technology and messing around with it, that's why the Borg attacked you in the first place? So, it's probably not safe in your hands, so I'll be taking that Borg technology with us. And our transporters.
How dare you! You take advantage of my ship's vulnerability. But you cannot escape the wrath of the Tal Shiar. Do not think that your actions today will go unpunished. We will find you, and when we do, you will return what you have taken, with interest.
Ha 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 ha. Get out of here. Run away.
drive is online. Our scanners show more ships approaching. I hope you enjoy the spoils of your theft. Enjoy defending them from the Borg, that is. We are
Bye-bye.
responding to a distress call from an IRW RNA. Normally we wouldn't provide assistance to the Tal Shiar, but the Borg are a threat to all of us. However, you appear to have things well in hand.
I do.
Do you require assistance?
Sure, Commander. If you want to hang around, any assistance you can provide will be helpful and most appreciated. Watch out for those torpedoes. Aw, dang it. Sorry, I missed that. How dare you try to escape with the property of the Roman Star Empire? Lower your shield and parry board. Have fun with that. Dropped a lot of items. Grab this one here. Alright, I think we're done here. We should leave this system and contact Starfleet as soon as possible, sir. Course is laid in, and we can depart on your command. Let's warp out. Space warp. Yum. Borg and the Tal Shiar. I can't think of a worse combination. We knew Tal Shiar had an interest in Borg technology, but I thought Starfleet and the Republic had put a stop to their research. Now we know that they're still working with stolen collective tech. We will have to be vigilant. Thank you, Captain. This won't be your last encounter with the Borg, but I know you're ready for whatever comes next. What do we get? Yeah, I guess I'll take the shield.
Congratulations, Captain.
Stay safe out there. Captain, what do you know about the Borg nanovirus? The Borg aren't just assimilating individuals anymore. They found a way to assimilate entire areas. They infect with technology, the water, the flora, even the air. After that, it's only a matter of time until the entire planet is Borg. If this process is allowed to continue unchecked, they'll assimilate the entire sector. And from there, they could assimilate the entire Federation. Starfleet had a team working on a counter-agent on Omicron Kappa 2. We lost contact with them, and with the entire planet. We fear that the nanovirus escaped confinement and infected the planet. We need that team and the data they have collected. Our defense plans are useless without them. I'm sending the USS Gallant to the Omicron Kappa 2 system. Find the researchers and bring them back. I don't need to tell you how dangerous this is, Captain. Watch your back, and good luck. Alright. So, level up. And we'll take full penetration. Another new officer? Oh boy! I have a choice between a Klingon, I get a Klingon tactical officer, a Bajoran science officer, or an Andorian engineer. They all sound tempting. They're all blue quality. Unfortunately, I don't have any space for them right now. I have 2 engineers, I have 2 tactical, I have 3 scientists, so that means I need an engineer or tactical. I'm tempted to get an Andorian. I haven't had an Andorian crew member so far. His name is Dalon. Yeah, well, we might commission Dalon, but I need to kind of make her look a little better from that. When I get time. Alright, so the next area is actually right nearby here. Alright, so this mission is a little bit more involved than the last one. By the way, there's a massive flooded space opening in the distance there. Just to kind of, I don't know, kind of subtly hint at what's coming here. It's a subtle hint. Omicron Kappa 2 has been largely assimilated by the Borg. They are using the planet as a hub for their ships in the area. They are sure to be aware of our presence. However, we're picking up an emergency signal from the surface. That may mean the research team has not been assimilated. If we want to send an away team down to find the research team, first thing we have to do is engage the Borg patrols and find a safe location for our orbit. Right, and apparently I have another skill now. Up to ground point. I will take hit efficiency. Right. Also, this is something, I don't know if anybody else has really noticed this, but it seems like on certain planets when you warp in, you don't warp in level, you kind of warp in at a weird upward angle. I know Kronos does this for some reason, and it's just, I just happen to really notice that sometimes. It's like, not that it really matters in space, but I just noticed that sort of thing. Like, why am I warping in at an angle? Looks weird. Don't attack yet. I am scanning. Thank you for your patience. Now we may begin fighting now. Give me those Vertron protocols. There are no additional patrols on our sensors, sir. We are detecting a high concentration of Borg on the planet's surface. We're also picking up the energy signature of a large data node, which means the Borg have connected the entire planet to the collective. Starfleet believes that the research team can be saved, and that they may have the information we need to formulate a treatment that can save multitudes from the Borg nanovirus. The Great Team is ready to leave on your command. Let's beam to Omicron Cap 2. I'll keep the same team because they have the remodulators on them, so we're going to be using them for this entire story arc. Sir, sensors are detecting numerous Borg life signs and a few non-Borg life signs ahead. Recommend we proceed with caution. Acknowledge. Stay alert and shoot anything that looks Borg. Sir, was Borg about to assimilate that scientist? How did you see that from here? Speak.
Thank you. Your arrival could not have been more timely. My fellow researchers are still at our camp and require your assistance. There are Borg in the area.
Stay behind us. We'll handle the Borg. I fear no Borg. There's the camp ahead. And a big Borg arm thing. Yes, this is the Borg assimilating the planet. We're gonna machinify the solid rock. Because reasons, I guess. Sir, sensors are detecting numerous Borg life signs ahead. Are headed this way. Recommend we prepare to defend the area. Acknowledge, stay alert. There they are. Get them. Well, watch out, Zargon. Watch out with the machine gun. Pull it. Captain, we are receiving a request for transport from some scientists on the surface. Well, beam them up. Except for this one dude who doesn't want to get beamed up. You. Speak to me.
Thanks for the rescue. My name is Dr. Eric Cooper. My team and I were researching the Borg nanovirus. It's fascinating. The Borg have been using it to assimilate entire planets. The land, the buildings, the people. Anyway, during the course of our research, the nanovirus containment failed. The nanovirus activated and assimilated enough equipment to signal the collective.
You know, it's just how, like, I was just berating the Tal Shiar for messing around with Borg equipment. And now we have Starfleet messing around with Borg equipment, and they too kind of screwed up and summoned the Borg. It's like, dude, just stop messing with Borg stuff, okay? It just creates so much trouble. Just stop messing with the Borg.
We cannot allow the Borg to continue using this nanovirus. I think we have enough data to formulate a counteragent, but we'll need to recover it from the area that's already assimilated. That's why I stayed behind. I can get you inside the compound, but then it will be up to you to recover the data. Can I count on your assistance?
There's too much at stake to refuse.
Thank you. I'm in your debt, as is the entire Alpha Quadrant. Lead the way to the force field.
Stay close to me. And I mean that, stay close. I've done this mission a couple times where Cooper has gotten stuck. He has a bad habit of getting stuck in missions that he's in. Okay, still with me? Come on. I told you to stay close. That's not what I call close. Ah. A thingy. Me first.
The Borg have extensive records on the Iconians, but they keep linking them to Omega molecules. I do not know if you've had a full briefing on Omega, but Omega molecules are extremely powerful and extremely unstable. If the Iconians know how to control them, they could be a greater threat than we realize.
Okay, Philip. Thank you. You good?
I've overridden the force fields, but the Borg detected the intrusion into their systems. They'll know you're coming. Head into the facility and locate the central data node. We don't have time to search for the right files, so simply transfer all the information to your ship's computer and hold off the Borg until the transfer is complete. I'll stay here. I'd probably just get in your way.
Yeah, you probably would. Drop the force fields and then get out of sight. We'll get the data. Go on, get. I'm watching you. Dr. Eric Cooper. So yeah, this is what the Borg do to planets. There's Borg and spoke things everywhere. Okay, so what we want is here. So as soon as you start getting the data, Borg are gonna start swarming at you. You might wanna... If you have mind to put a turret down, now's the time. Security to help out. Oh, right, there's more coming. Pretty sure there's more. Yeah, there's more. Don't beam out yet. I know you guys like to do that. We got them all. Several fleet of Undine ships in inner orbit are launching an orbital bombardment. Undines. There's Undine here. Oh, I thought we're just supposed to be fighting the Borg. Where are the Undine here? Security is kind of gung-ho. They're just going after everybody. Better watch out. What are you guys doing? That is a new 9. Wrecking Borg. And then getting trapped by Borg.
I need you back here! Undine troops are beaming down! They're focusing on the Borg, but they'll find me soon!
Okay. So you can fight them, but pretty much you can just ignore them and run past these guys. They're too busy fighting each other, so... It's best to move on.
It looked like the Borg just abducted that Undine. But that's pointless. Undine can't be assimilated. Unless... the Borg must believe they have found a way to assimilate the Undine. We have to stop them. There's probably too much interference to transport, but there are some pattern enhancers nearby. Those should help us get back to your ship.
Alright, follow us and let's pattern enhance ourselves out of here. We've done all we can, sir. Let's get out of here. Yes, Bima. Captain, the Borg sphere is escaping with the Undine captive. They are able to return to the collective and assimilate it. Just imagine what they can do with an Undine drones. Looks like the sphere is being pursued by an Undine ship. Lay in a pursuit course. Let's get after it. Nah, don't get away. Actually move pretty quick. Death Star laser time. The planet is no more. Borg sphere has gone to warp, sir, followed by an Undine ship. I was able to isolate the warp signatures. We should be able to follow the trail. We should report back to Starfleet and then follow them. I never imagined the Undine would destroy an entire world to prevent the Borg. I never imagined the Undine would destroy an entire world to prevent the spread of the Borg. Many lives were lost here today, Captain, but even more were saved. Let's hope so. They were Borg lives. I don't think we need to worry about them. You recovered much of the data related to the counter-agent to the Borg nanovirus. And with the planet now destroyed, Hopefully the Borg did not have an opportunity to adapt to it. The Borg will adapt in time, of course. You must stay one step ahead of them. Take the polyweave.
Congratulations, Captain.
Assimilation. Captain, the Undine vessel you were tracking from the Omicron Kappa 2 system has been sighted near NGC-4447. Borg ships have also been detected in this area. There are no populated systems endangered there. We still need to know why the Borg and the Undine have escalated their conflict now. Go find the Borg sphere that took the Undine from Omicron Kappa 2. The answers we need will be there. And what answers would that be? We shall find out. At least some defensive tuning. Got a polyweave, green polyweave. Take that. Bajoran mappa bread. Red. May restock the team. They love to eat through their consumables. Alright. Laying a course for NGC 4447. Yeah, it's starting to get a little warm in my room. A little warm. Captain, I am detecting the wreckage of an Undine ship. It could be the vessel following the Borg sphere that captured the Undine prisoner on Omicron Kappa 2. We must stop the sphere before it can return to the collective fleet. Any information the Borg could learn from the prisoner could upset the balance of power. Scan. Confirmed, sir. This wreckage matches the energy signature of the Undine vessel that followed the Borg sphere that captured the Undine prisoner on Omicron Kappa 2. It appears to have been destroyed recently. It must be very close. Sir, sensors detecting a Borg sphere dead ahead. Emission signatures indicate this is the same sphere that we have been pursuing. Let's defeat the Borg sphere. But first, I want the gas. All right, now we can get him. Borg reinforcements, sir. Where? Over there? Oh, right there. Give me a little tap of the accelerator. Oh, they're running away. Come back. It's another sphere. Non-targetable sphere. Uh-oh. We have company. Those rifts open into fluidic space. Borg have tangled with the Undine in fluidic space before, sir, but they were defeated. They were able to assimilate the Undine. They were unable to assimilate the Undine, and without that, the Undines were able to push them out. If they're willing to send a force into fluidic space again, the Borg must think that they have adapted in a way that will allow them to defeat the Undine. This region is ours to protect, sir, and our orders are to eliminate the Borg threat. Recommend that we engage the Borg and the Undine and secure the area. We kill everything. That is our mission. In Starfleet, we kill everything. Captain, there is a Borg ship reappearing through the rift, and it has an Undine vessel locked in a tractor beam. First, the Borg brought an Undine vessel to our dimension. They must have some purpose for it. They may have even adapted to the point that they can assimilate the Undine's organic technology, or even the Undine themselves. I'm detecting Undine ships about to emerge from the singularity. Perhaps they are trying to rescue their ship as well. The Undine vessels are heavily armed, sir. I recommend avoiding a confrontation if possible. We just dealt with them. We'll choose our targets carefully. I want both the Borg and the Undine out of our space. And I mean it, this time. I want them out. I'm picking up Undine life signs on the Borg ship captain. If the Borg transported the Undine onto the cube, they're either testing a new assimilation process, or they've already learned how to assimilate Undine. That could be real trouble for us, sir. Imagine defending the Federation against Undine drones. I know, it sounds very displeasing. We have an opportunity, sir. The Borg cube is damaged and it will take some time for it to be fully operational again. We can take advantage of that and reconfigure our emitter array to temporarily block this cube's link to the collective. That'll give us a chance to beam on board and stop the Borg from completing their assimilation process with the Undine captives. It's dangerous, but this may be the only chance we got. Understood. Away team to transporter room 1. Let's go Board of Rescue Undine, I guess. Not that I really want to rescue them, but okay. I guess we're doing that. The cube has been damaged, sir, and has entered a regenerative state. Based on our encounter with the Borg in the Tillis system, we know that they do not see most humanoids as a threat, and will only enter combat in their own defense or if a vital component of the ship is threatened. If we don't engage them, perhaps we can locate the Undine without having to fight. There is a background frequency that is interfering with my tricorder, but I believe there are Undine life signs somewhere on this level. Perhaps if we get closer, I can cut through the interference. Alright. So stay ready in case anything. Oh. There's a gas. I must get the gas. I don't know what these things are. Look like decontamination chambers. Anyway, here's your inside of the Borg cube. It's, kind of vast. Doesn't make any sense, really, but yeah, it's true. Captain, I believe I can modify your tricorder to be able to access the Borg terminals. However, accessing the terminals could alert the Borg to our presence. Make it so. He confirms the Borg had Undine aboard and are trying to assimilate them. Alright, fight. Hey, a purple thingy.
Quantum scans show this device was recovered in fluidic space, which proves the Iconians have been there too. The Borg have been making incursions into fluidic space for decades. They've tried to assimilate Undine before, but this is the first time they've come close to succeeding. Normally, the Undine's natural defenses fight off the nanoprobes. We'll have to look into this further. Perhaps the Borg used Iconian technology to improve their assimilation process.
Maybe so, yeah. Alright, ready to kick ass again? Captain, this data indicates the Borg have invaded fluid space and established a beachhead. I wonder if the Undine are attacking. I think it's the last one, sir. I think that device will close the force field, creating an artificial singularity that can use the portal to fluid space. Okay. I know. I shouldn't try to like voice those things out. I'm just kind of reading them. Okay, do give some nice additional information. Okay, the last one. Audio pops and all. And they didn't attack, okay. I am definitely detecting Undine life signs ahead, sir. But something appears to be wrong with them. The patterns don't match the information we have available on their physiology. Uh-huh. Something's different about them, you say. Nano goo. It's so sticky. Who's next? Anybody else? You want some? No? What? What are they doing to those Undine? Are they failed experiments, or is that what the Borg wanted to do to them? We must help them, sir. If we can destroy the node, it should free them from the Borg control. We can't let them live like this. I want to kill them myself. Kill the silver and risk being poisoned. Okay, I'm okay with that. I am totally okay with that. Another one. Yep, they've definitely been trying to assimilate Undine. They're trying very, very hard to do so. The impossible. But not successful. Okay, so the part coming up can be a little tough to deal with. Because we are fighting an enemy that is pretty strong to deal with. Pretty strong enemy coming up here. I need to go. We attacked before I was ready. Let's stop that. Okay, I think we got him. Yeah, I'm not really overestimating the difficulty here because I'm still fighting at Captain Roll. Normally I do this mission kind of at a higher level. That's a lot harder. Borg. Need to overload the Vinculum, which is this thing. There are other Borg in here, but I don't think we really need to fight them. I don't think there's any point in trying to fight any of them. There's like nothing else in here. So yeah, this bright orange, very dangerous looking thing, you actually need to approach this thing. And press a button. It looks like you would get killed by radiation poisoning if you got too close to this, but Captain, the cube seems to be reactivating. I recommend you beam back to the ship immediately. Central logs indicate we have successfully prevented the Borg from sending their findings back to the collective. However, we have no choice but to destroy the ship to prevent the Borg from recovering the data. Arm weapons and fire at that cube. Nothing special. Just shoot. Ow. Right shield's failing. Looks like the Undyne destroyed the Borg cube before we had a chance. Congratulations, sir. We have prevented the Borg from learning to assimilate the Undyne and discovered the location of the Borg foothold in fluidic space. I'm sure we can adapt our techniques to open a singularity into fluidic space, sir. But first, we should report our findings to command. Yep. Let's, you can leave the system on your order, sir. My order is to leave. That is my command. And report. In. That was a close one. If the Borg had succeeded, I don't even want to think about fighting the Undyne drones. Good work, Captain. You've done the Federation a great service. I'll take... I don't really use any of these things, but, you know, I'll take the tactical drone, I guess is fine.
Congratulations, Captain.
Ability. Rank 3. I now have good down fighting. Okay, cool. Start fluid dynamics. We get a familiar face soon from this. The data you recover from the Borg cube indicates that the Borg have established a foothold in Undyne space. The Undyne seem to make very little distinction between alien races. So it's quite possible that the Borg presence in their home is causing their aggressive behavior. We cannot afford a full-out war with the Undyne. Their biotechnology surpasses even our most advanced technology. Therefore, we have assembled an expedition to remove the Borg presence from fluidic space. We found a system where the fabric of the 2 dimensions are breaking down. This is our best shot at creating a stable quantum singularity. The expedition will include the USS Voyager, commanded by Admiral Tuvok. He has analyzed the data you have received from the Borg cube and is confident he can create an artificial singularity. Your orders are to cross into fluidic space with Voyager, locate the Borg, and remove them if possible. Avoid conflict with the Undyne. They will have the advantage, and you'll end up in a fight you can't win. Alrighty, we're going on a trip. take crit damage. And did I get any good equipment here? Nothing special. I am out of weapon batteries. Oh, I'm not going to be using the characters anymore for fighting anymore, so I guess we can get rid of these things. I'm not going to be fighting the Borg on foot anymore. The next mission is all in ship combat. Don't remember who had what. I guess it doesn't matter. Anybody want some Bolian souffle? The CUDA system. Yes, everything is kind of right in the same area here. Very convenient. Fluid dynamics.
Welcome to the CUDA system. I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
It's Tuvok. Probably one of the best Vulcan characters in Star Trek. Maybe just behind Mr. Spock himself, but nice to have him. It's a privilege, Admiral. I studied the exploits of Voyager at Starfleet Academy.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well. Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier. The Undine have used this location in the past. We will use it now.
Okay.
The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter fluidic space, locate, and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the Singularity.
Open the Singularity, Admiral Tuvok. I will be ready as soon as I get my, gas. More gas. So I see we actually have a few different ships here. The Kinzhal, the Venture, the Arral. There's a couple others. A couple other name ships we got in there too. No, there's no Enterprise yet.
We have made a successful transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Acknowledged. We'll take point and find the source of the signal. Sir, we are being affected by a wave-like current in fluidic space, which is causing our ship to move involuntarily. I wish we had more time to study this phenomenon. It's just like being in bathwater. Nice close-up of the Avenger class there. Acknowledged. What ship is that? That's the Finda. The Venture, the Voyager, and Star Dancer. the Kinzel. So yeah, this is a fluidic space. It's a little... It's kind of strange to move around in here. It's like kind of driving through a high wind. There's a kind of a breeze that kind of pushes you around in here a little bit. You can see it in the contrails kind of move around in weird directions. It doesn't really affect you too much in here. Some kind of Borg device, sir. Recommend we get approaching a closer scan. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Scans indicate this is an interplexing beacon. The Borg must not be able to transmit their subspace frequencies as easily through the organic fluid that comprises fluidic space. These relays are boosting the signal to allow communication with the collective in normal space. This means we should be able to follow these beacons to the Borg foothold here. Set course for the next beacon, which I can see right there. Data acquired, sir. There appear to be a total of 5 interplexing beacons in the sequence. The next one is just ahead. Set course for the next beacon. Captain, this beacon appears to be picking up a subspace transmission from within fluidic space with a Starfleet signature. I recommend we investigate, sir. Could be a ship in distress. Agreed. Set an intercept course for the source of the signal, which is back this way.
We've been examining the data on the interplexing beacons, and we believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
Okay. That is acceptable. We will investigate the signal while the Venture remains here. Where is the Venture? I don't see it. Sure, okay. I don't know exactly where the Venture is right now.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. The ground itself is a framework for living creatures.
Oh, interesting.
Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants appear to be represented.
Curious. Curious. These ships have identical configurations to ships found in the Alpha and Beta Quadrants, but they cannot have been constructed there. I'm detecting alloys that are not used in standard starship ship construction. Metallurgical analysis. Hi, sir. Running analysis now. The alloys correspond to technology found on Iconia, and in recovered Iconian technology. But why would the Iconians make fake ships? Well, I intend to find out. Sir, I'm detecting some kind of gateway opening and a huge fleet coming through. Put it on screen. Those must be more Arconian frauds. The unit got under storm. Easily, I imagine. Sir, we're picking up an incoming distress call from the USS Adventure. Aw, what did you do this time, Simmons?
Captain Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Set course to Adventure, maximum speed. Where are you, Adventure? Escape pod. Is it just one? Dr. Cooper was in the escape pod, Captain. He wants to speak to you from the transporter room. Catch him through.
I never should have come on this mission. I'm a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now!
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What happened?
The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then... Undine! They came out of nowhere! Tore through us like tissue paper! We shouldn't have invaded their space! They're so strong! We're weak! Please take me out of here!
What about Captain Simmons? She's not in the escape pods?
I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive. Now, can we leave?
I'm sorry, Dr. Cooper, but we have a mission to complete. You're just gonna have to sit your butt down and shut up. So yeah, the Venturer got destroyed, like, off-screen, like, apparently in the blink of an eye. Like, I don't even know what happened to it. And only Dr. Cooper survived. How suspicious. Beacon scan, sir. Coordinates of the final beacon have been downloaded. This beacon is handling a significant amount of traffic, sir. The last beacon should give us the information we need. It is right there, and I can kind of see our destination over here. A very familiar thumb. Let's ignore the thing in the distance. Sir, this is the final beacon. I have the coordinates of the Borg fleet. We're very close. Shields up. Proceed with caution. They are straight ahead. Several cubes dead ahead, along with their Borg facsimile of the V'ger. It's a facsimile, it's not equivalent to V'ger. The actual V'ger ship is like way bigger than that. Way more powerful. That's just a tiny version. It's a fake one that the Borg make. That's gonna be my headcanon.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated. Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow your lead.
I think you guys can go on ahead. I think you can totally handle it. Hey, Nodge up, going in. I'm taking my time. You guys go on ahead. Actually, it is kind of recommend to let them go in first and start attacking, because there's like 4 or 5 cubes right in front of you. If you rush in here, you will get you'll get gang raped by the cubes if you rush in there. So it's best to let them go in first, because they'll take the initial hits. I know.
Is that a Borg Unimatrix? It's enormous.
I'm such a
I
great
admit that it is an
commander.
impressive structure.
good. We got that one. I'll get the spear here. Trying to keep a little bit of a distance here so I don't get infected. I don't get, like, shield drained.
Destroy it before we can retreat.
Alright, we get the Borg diamond here. This thing can be a pain in the ass to deal with because it lets you abuse oh, what's the name of it? The reflection pulse attack. If we attack with energy weapons, it reflects a portion of the damage back at you. So if you hit it with like beam overload, it'll reflect the beam overload back at you, and you will take so much damage. So, during a feedback pulse, yeah. So hold your fire. So, Tyrell's trying to warn me not to attack it. But that doesn't mean I can't have other people attack it. I can have other things attack it instead. Go, pirates, go! I don't think, yeah, it's not reflecting right now. Did we get it? Or did it just disappear for some reason?
Recommended immediate withdrawal.
Immediate withdrawal. Sounds good to me. Our job is done. I mean, you could fight that thing, but it's probably not really worth it. It's gonna get blown up anyway. Remember, it's not a real Beetle probe, it's just a fake one.
We need to report to Starfleet Command immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, But it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into fluidic space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first.
Starting with the bad news, I see.
There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the Doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for Undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant.
What about the Borg in fluidic space?
The Borg in fluidic space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation.
So what happens now?
Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not seen the last of the Undine.
Understood. Until next time, Admiral. Oh, gas. Gotta get that gas. Are you ready to depart the system? Yes. Let's get out of here. We dealt with enough Borg for one excursion. May not have been able to remove the Borg presence in fluidic space. Looks like the Undine will. Hopefully this will end their aggressiveness. However, I find your reports of false flagships in fluidic space troubling. The Iconians are trying to trick the Undine into believing that we're invading their space. It could explain everything that's happened. Fortunately, it only means that the Undine may be prompted into an invasion of their own. And if that happens, our entire dimension will be at risk. Yes, that would be problematic, wouldn't it? I guess I'll just take the beam array.
Congratulations, Captain.
Alrighty. We are 2 levels away from, I think it's Vice Admiral, or Rear Admiral, I don't remember. Let's see. What should I get? I'm sure I'll just get more. I'll just get more hull penetration and shield penetration for now. Oh, it's only 1 point. Yeah, ugh. Only 1 point. Alright. Let's head back towards space. Actually, you know what? We can make a little side incursion since I got a little bit of time. Just a little thing we can do while we're out this way. Need to go to the Miranda system. Something every player should do at least once. Since it's out this way, let's go ahead and do that. Exchange communication rates or energy credits. Unprofitable. Unprofitable. What are you doing, man? Unprofitable. No. Clearly, he does not have a knack for business. These things. You can discard these because I don't need them anymore. Unfortunately, they don't stack, so they just kind of take up space in inventory. But you can always replicate them again if I need them for some reason. You got a Borg transphasic torpedo, which is actually not a bad torpedo to have if you don't have anything better at this point in the game. And I just got a lot of vendor trash. Let's see, that's a Mark 8. That's a Mark 8. Okay, so I can't really use that. It was worth a try. We're not gonna mess with that. So we got done with this actually a lot quicker than I expected, so I'm kind of skirting the 2-hour mark right now. So I might do a little bit of something else here. I'm not gonna go beyond this point for tonight, because I did what I wanted to do. So I'll leave the Borg advance as one tidy and neat little episode. Only resurgent of Town Deva. Yeah, I don't know what that's for. Accolade for something, I don't know what. I'm just kind of moving everything that I'm going to sell to the bottom of my inventory. This makes it easy for me to just mass sell everything. Yeah, there's a lot of vendor trash I picked up. And honestly, I'm probably going to sell the phaser and that. I only really will keep the torpedo and the drogue. I might try and sell that on the exchange, get some money for that. Resources I'll keep. I don't really want to keep the batteries. The batteries just take up inventory space to me. Yeah, I don't really use the batteries all that often. Okay, anyway. I'll do that off screen. I'm not gonna do that right now. So anyway, Narinda system. We need to find there's a friendly ship. Don't zoom past it here. Over here. The USS Sally Ride hangs around in the Narinda system. And what you want to do is you want to talk to them. Hailing frequencies open. Greetings, Gallant. I am Captain Talon of the USS Sally Ride. Admiral Campbell told us to expect you. Is the Sally Ride available to assist us? Starfleet has authorized the Sally Ride for detached duty under your command. Please consider us at your disposal, Captain. Acknowledged. Clear skies, Sally Ride. Hailing frequencies closed. They may be wondering what just happened there. I just got the Admiralty card for the Sally Ride. Some people might misinterpret that as thinking, oh, the Sally Ride has joined my team, so I have the Sally Ride ship now. No, you don't. You got the Admiralty card, not the ship. Those are two different things. That's for the Admiralty system in the future, and it's one of the easiest cards to get, and that gets you a solid, science-focused Admiralty card to start off with, which, from my experience in the Admiralty system, usually, my experience, I have a lack of good science ships, so having that card is kind of a boon. Anyway, we're done out here. We're going to be heading back to Earth and let's head back towards Earth. So yeah, that's it for the Borg Advance. Next time it's going to be, we're going to starting a new Romulus, which is fun. It'll be interesting. I might be able to do new Romulus in one stream, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. It's not the most fun story arc, but it's kind of essential to progressing the storyline, so we will be doing that one. Borg Advance, not the most interesting story arc. I have a feeling this thing is kind of a little scattered, because you play through the first couple missions don't really amount to much, and then it's like it quickly turns from the Borg to dealing with the Undine and the Borg. So I get the feeling that, or at least what I would like to see in the future at some point, maybe Cryptic rework the Borg Advanced missions to be a little, I don't know, cohesive, I guess. They still feel a little all over the place. I mean, they are kind of tied together, but they kind of feel like just random events. And I really would like it if the captain dude, or whatever his name was, actually had voiced lines instead of just not saying anything. So it's not the best storyline, but it's not the worst either. So it's just kind of it's just something you gotta get through. That's what I think of Borg Advanced. It's kind of the same about Cardassian Struggle. Cardassian Struggle is a little mixed up too, but it's not bad, but it's not terrible either. It's just kind of gotta get through it. Probably Mystery has a decent storyline going through it, but it's okay. So, hang on, Lord, that was a new tutorial. Oh yeah, it wasn't even the tutorial. Was not even here. This is just this thing. Like there's missing missions in here, so it's kind of like, You can kind of tell there's some missing stuff in here, especially with Bavat not having any, not being dealt with. So, anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for STO for tonight. So since I still got a little bit of time here, I think I'm going to do a little bit of a bonus tonight for anybody who, well, actually nobody has been watching the stream tonight, but I'm going to do a little bit more of Chrono Trigger, just to kind of wrap it up with the final secret boss in that game. And I will take a short break here, and then I will be back in a little bit. So, thanks for watching, and I will stay tuned for that, or you'll watch on YouTube.